Are you someone obsessing about things going exactly the way that you want to, only to feel really drained, anxious, and exhausted when they don't go your way? In this video, we'll be sharing some practical tips and tricks to overcome this feeling, to let go of the outcomes, to detach with peace, and to be able to gain back our emotional freedom in the way that we want to. If you are someone who overthinks, who feels that you need to have control over everything, this video is just for you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a communication coach for young women. I help them gain clarity, confidence, and live the best version of their lives. To start with this video, let's first understand what detachment is. Because we have all been on social media, we have all formed our own opinions of what detachment is, and most of them need to be debunked. There are three things you need to know when it comes to understanding what detachment is. To put it in simpler terms, detachment is all about separating what you're doing from a particular outcome that you desire the most out of it, that you are strongly expecting out of it. The first thing that you need to remember when it comes to detachment is detachment does not mean giving up or stopping to care about something. You can still love a particular person, you can still have a lot of love and passion for the goal that you're pursuing, but giving one particular outcome the only key to your happiness is absolutely like digging up a big hole for yourself, because that's not going to be true. One possible outcome is not going to have the only key to your happiness, so you need to understand that. Coming to the second thing that is important about detachment is you can care deeply about something, you can feel very strongly about something, but you're not clinging onto it. I'll give you a good example of this. Let's say you have a plant, you've planted a small sapling, and you are giving it the right amount of water, you're giving it the right amount of sunlight, you're taking care of it every single day, but you don't tug onto it tightly every single day. That's not going to help it grow, and it's also not going to really affect the process of its growth. If the sapling gets the right amount of care and it is suitable for the climate, it's going to grow. If it's not suitable for the kind of geography you're living in, if it's not suitable to your environment, it's not going to grow. Whether you tug onto it or not is not going to make the difference. In fact, being clingy will make things complicated, so don't do that. And the third thing that you need to remember is you can still be in the process of achieving your goals. You can still take your life in the way, in the path that you want it to go forward in, without expecting just one particular outcome out of it. You can be open to different types of outcomes. You can be open to everything that life has to offer you. So, have you ever wondered why do you struggle to let go? I used to when I was struggling with it, but if I'm able to do it, if there are so many other people in the world who are able to do it, I'm sure you will be able to do it. You just need to understand what is making you struggle to let go. So, the first thing, which is common to a lot of people, is the fear of rejection or the fear of failure. What if I am giving my best, I am trying my best, I'm probably pouring all my blood, sweat, tears into achieving a particular thing, but I don't get it? It's alright, it happens. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, which is completely okay. That process in itself teaches you something, and it's a huge opportunity for growth. Everyone experiences this in some or the other point in their lives, and I need you to I need you to know that it is completely okay, and you are worth everything that you want, and you are a good person. You don't have to take failure or rejection personally. The second thing is we are told to hustle until it happens. So we start feeling that, okay, if I'm not getting this, then do I have to keep hustling for the whole life? Do I have to hustle for all the years that I have left? Not exactly the case. The things that you could be hustling for can change from one year to other, or from one period of your life to other. And the third thing is identity tied to outcomes. It really makes things very hard for us. We cannot take the outcome personally. Our identity is not tied to any outcomes that we may or may not achieve. So you have to learn to separate these things in order to start letting go, in order to start detaching. So, coming to the part as I promised of sharing practical tips and tricks to let go and practice detachment in your daily life, the first thing that you need to remember is set the intention and not the expectation. You need to change your approach from saying something like, I must get this job, to something like, I'll show up as my best self and I'll trust the process wherever it takes me, because you need to trust the feeling that the things that are going to happen to you, even failures, are going to be opportunities for growth, and it's a process of life. We need to trust it. You may have heard the saying so many times, right? That the intention matters. You giving your best and controlling all your internal factors matters, because external factors are not in your control. You can't really do anything about it. And this acceptance will take you a long way. I promise you that. The second thing that you need to remember when it comes to this is the present moment awareness. We are too caught up in the past, or we are too caught up in the future. You may have even heard this quote saying something like, um, if you are thinking too much about the future, you are forgetting to live in your present moment. So, worrying about the future doesn't do any of us any good. It's uncertain, and we have to be okay with that uncertainty. Or even if we are not at this stage, we have to learn to be okay with that uncertainty. So, you need to detach from the what ifs, or what should have been, what could have been, and ground yourself to what is. Who are you in this moment? What are you pursuing in this moment? What is working out for you? What is not working out for you? And shift your perspective according to what needs your focus and attention. Don't worry about the future, it's going to be fine. The third thing is something I mentioned in the second thing as well. Ask yourself what you can control. Our outcomes, whatever we experience in life, is a combination of internal and external factors. The external factors are not in your control, but your actions, the way you react to things, is completely in your control. So, if you're regretting an argument you had with someone, or if you're regretting a friendship or relationship or whatever, you need to ask yourself how you are responding to things and not just reacting in an impulsive way. So, think before you talk, think before you express yourself, and let your actions matter. The fourth thing is let the emotions move through you. You might have heard that bottling down everything that you're feeling and not expressing it doesn't do us any good. So feel the disappointment, but don't dwell on it, because emotions are like passing clouds. They are like visitors, they are not permanent residents, and it's your job to not make them the permanent residents. Then the fifth thing is you can either journal or you can meditate, or best, you can do both. I know some of you may not like writing, but it is literally the medicine for gaining mental clarity for anyone. So you have to journal for yourself. It's like your brain dump. You don't have to show it to anybody. You can write it in your own way. You can even make grammatical errors. Write your fears down. Write down your beliefs. What do you want to achieve in your life? And meditate. Let the thoughts come in. Let them flow. And try to do this at least 2 minutes every day. And then you can gradually increase the period of time that you want to meditate for. So these are the 5 things that you can use to at least start the process of letting go and detaching from the outcomes. And I'll do a bigger video on this later. So I hope these tips have helped you. If you like this video, give this a thumbs up and subscribe to stay tuned for more such videos. Thanks for listening.